Check, check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, Silby! Whew. All right, we're gonna get a little bit weird. We'll try and make it a little bit louder. Inside, there's a poem I just cannot write. It's been written but not scribed. I've imbibed it, lived it. I breathe it. Silently, it silences me and controls every moment untraced so that I can be the me that you see. The words to this poem change everything. The entire trajectory of my existence would be thrown off its cosmic path. My planet would crack on its axis. The dreams of people mistakenly hiding behind my facade will shatter to waxes. I must be the me that you see. I've been writing this poem. It's one of both truth and lies, one of deceit. And ultimately, it's about making a decision. The decision to release infuriated demons that lurk so superficially close to the skin's surface that even I am amazed that they don't sleep. This poem, it's been writing itself with no words for years. It's a mistake. Its secrets revealed, which according to some might mean I'm being healed. But even the best medicine has side effects. This necrophiliac poem eats at my insides. I'm internally lifeless, eternally frightened. I don't know what life is. But I cannot write this poem. I shouldn't even write about having this poem. This poem I cannot write. This poem I cannot write. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, I'm Gwiz. Hello. I sing in a band called VRCHAT. Here's a song that I wrote with that band. Waiting with bated breath on an answer that'll never come from a question you'll never ask. Realizations of impermanence, fleeting yet frozen in time. Would you want them back even if they'd have you? Would you even want the idea of them? If these memories are a burden, I'll carry them still. Tell me when your heart shouts as you're trying to sleep. I've been standing at the edge looking into the dark. You've been standing alone, other side of the world. And I know that you know that wherever you go, our hearts will still be waiting there. Too far gone to turn back right now. Years gone since our souls both bowed out. Disavowed. I've been standing at the edge looking into the dark. You've been standing alone, other side of the world. And I know that you know that wherever you go, our hearts will still be waiting there. Too far gone to turn back right now. Years gone since our souls both bowed out. Disavowed. Waiting, wishing, longing,
with the view of pink and auburn skies. My fingers slowly trace your shape like the delicate shadows of moonlit sandstone arches. Timid skin glistens in the blades of light, piercing the darkness through the blinds. Everything comes rushing back, but only for a moment. Realizations of impermanence.
We interrupt your normal broadcast to bring you this message.
I've been standing at the edge looking into the dark. You've been standing alone, other side of the world. And I know that you know that wherever you go, our hearts will still be waiting there. Too far gone to turn back right now. Years gone since our souls both bowed out. Disavowed! Disavowed! Wishing, longing. Wherever you go, I'll follow you into the abyss of eternal nothing. Wherever I go, don't follow me into the abyss of eternal nothing. Wherever you go, I'll follow you into the abyss of eternal nothing. Wherever I go, don't follow me into the abyss of eternal nothing. Wherever you go, I'll follow you into the abyss of eternal nothing. Wherever I go.
We are living in a time obsessed with actuality. People like immediacy, haste, and actuality, and poetry is timeless. This means that it doesn't correspond to what's happening. It is out of the moment. The poets have an extraordinary method. I already told you that poetry is a kind of superior mathematics, a supreme language, but at the moment we are experiencing something very dangerous, collective genius. Science is made up of collective genius. It consists of men who unite to do extraordinary things, to achieve marvels like the electronic brain, while the real man of genius, the poet, and the poet in all his forms is alone. wholeheartedly that by now genius hasn't become something like a shameful and contagious sickness against which you wish to be immunized. That the individual and the individual genius doesn't count anymore and are replaced by a great collective and scientific genius.
Song off our record. Features my good friend Abuela Jose doing the clean vocals.
Can't fight the feeling. You're so close to her. I think I'm falling all the way down. I feel like taking all but breaking. Now that you're older, there's so much more. There's so much more. It's not over. Don't think it's over yourself. You keep saying till we're ashes all on the ground. Till we're ashes all on the ground. There's no escaping all that you're hating. Oh no, you can't flee. No, you can't save me. It's not over. Don't think it's over yourself. You keep saying till we're ashes all on the ground. Till we're ashes all on the ground. I have put ashes upon your ground.
How we feeling, Selbine? Let's go. used to have this manager back when I was a bartender. One night she told me, I don't know what it is, but something about you reminds me of my ex-fiancé. She kind of looked up. A twinkle moistened in her eye, and wrinkles hoisted either side of her lips, and she said, he's such a dick. Wow. Fuck you too, I thought. I blew it off. I acted like it never happened, but I added those words to the collection of you always, you never, why can't you, I wish you, you used to, I told you, try harder! How could you? That I always stole below the deck, hidden away like Hannibal Lecter's prey. Hidden with a collection of words that hammer nails through wooden skin. That built a coffin within my gut. A coffin only I knew existed. Only I could see. It was a coffin encasing a collection of words that hurt, that sting. And when there's no outlet, those words fester, forming fear. Foaming up like crashing waves. Creating an ocean of excuses to lash out. Words are weapons of personal destruction. We know this as a human race. We're taught as children that sticks and stones break bones, but the hard truth is that a crooked comet can rip guts from stomachs, smash self-esteem like ants under a 5-year-old sneaker. And calluses don't form as easy as one may think. Years ago, I had a gym teacher who scared everyone. I hid in back corners near rubber tumbling mannets to ward off the lightning bolt remarks. One day he said to the smartest girl in class, you know the girl, the one who always fucked up the grading curve. One day he said to that girl, if only you had as much drive in the gym as you do in math, I bet you could go far. That smart girl said nothing. She just added those words to her own coffin inside. But her coffin was not thick oak like mine. It wasn't designed to hold the hurt or channel it anywhere like into a poem. Today, that smart girl sits behind cold iron bars. Those words piled up for years until she could no longer cherish herself. Until her confidence was a cesspool drowning in aspirations and anguish. Phew. Here's one more by Radical Rhapsody.
Cherry to growth can destroy. You've met the curse of the God King. Hatred of everything. You will know suffering. You're on my puppet string. You deserve the God King. Destruction I pray. You lost everything. Death on my
Earlier, while I was sitting across from you, a miracle happened.
Ladies, gentlemen, and others, I've got one more for you. I'd like to thank Noxer, May, Iggy. Thank you all so much. And Boo. This is King Park. It's the 10-year anniversary of this song. Let's go! Another shooting on the southeast side. There's a drive-by midday outside of the bus stop. My Fuller and Franklin are near there, not far from the park. About a block from where the other shooting was last month, or was it last week? Shots were fired from an SUV heading northbound, eastbound. The target arrived, but they didn't hit the target this time. They hit a kid we think had nothing to do with it, and I traveled backwards through time and space, and I disintegrate, become invisible. I want to see it where I couldn't when it happened. I want to see it all firsthand this time. I want to know what it felt like. So I float behind police lines, reconstruct the scenes and fragments of memories. I want to know what his mother looked like up close. I want to see her leaning over his body. So I float there, transcend time. I want to capture it accurately. I want to know what the color of the blood was spilling out from the tarp onto the concrete. I want to write it all down so I can always remember. You could see it up close, how could you ever forget? How senseless death, how precious life. I want to be there when the bullet hit. And the crowd poured out as the shots drowned into siren sounds out of their houses now and over front yards, all the way up to the place where the police tape ran to mark the crime scene. Everybody trying to catch the glimpse of what was happening, of what was going on between the ambulance and all the cop cars. Everybody gossiping, whose kid got hit, where to hit him at, who could have fired it. Everybody wondering, how did it happen again? And is he dead? These children are kids. Everybody wondering how far they were from where the victims lived. And I visit them, their houses. Inside my dream, I visit them. My spirit soaring high and high up over the crime scene, travels further back, till far before the shooting. Through their windows, to their living rooms, I see them younger this time, playing games and doing homework. All these marks of youth, soon transform coldly into stone for fights and stupid feuds. For ruins wrapped in gold and cruelly I recall why I have come to find a reason, but there cannot be a reason. Not for death, not like this, not like this. 3 days later, they made funeral plans for family. 3 days later, a mother had to bury her son. Not far away, the shooter holds up in a hotel near to the highway with a friend in the gun. That same gun. He fled immediately, but was identified by witnesses. His picture on TV, only 20 years old. They called him Grandpa. He was older than the others by a year, maybe 2. And he was safe for a while until somebody saw him there. And notified the authorities who surrounded the hotel, first arresting an accomplice while attempting to flee, then chasing him up the staircase to the floor where he stayed. He closed the door hard behind him, locked himself in the room. They could have kicked in the door, but knew the gun was still with him, one he'd already used. And so they fear what he'd do. I floated up through the window of a room to the west. I hovered out to the hallway, tried to listen in. I heard them trying to reason to get him to open the door. His uncle begging and pleading, half collapsed on the floor. He preached of hope and forgiveness, said there is always a chance to rectify what you've taken, make your peace in the world. I thought I'd slip through the door, I could have entered the room. I felt the burden of murder, shook the earth to the core, felt like the world was collapsing. Then we heard him speak. Can I still get into heaven if I kill myself? Can I still get into heaven if I kill myself? Can I ever be forgiven cause I killed that kid? It was an accident, I swear it wasn't meant for him. If I turn it on me, if I even it out, can I still get in, or will they send me to hell? Can I still get into heaven if I kill myself? I left the hotel behind, I want to know how it ends! Whoa! Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Iggy, especially, for those fire-ass visuals. We got famous celebrity DJ Boo coming up next.